Hello students, now we will start with new topic, that is evidences of evolution. Evidences of evolution, it means that the proofs that are provided to explain how the evolution has happened. So, evidences of evolution or proofs of evolution are categorized into 5 in number. They are categorized into 5 in number. What are those? First one, morphological and anatomical evidences. Second one, embryological evidences. Third one, paleontological evidences. Fourth one, biogeochemical evidences. Biogeographical evidences. Fifth one is physiological and biochemical evidences. Physiological and biochemical evidences. So first, if we start with morphological and anatomical evidences, here we see about homologous organs and analogous organs. What are homologous organs? Homologous organs are those that are structurally similar but functionally they are different. It also means that their ancestors are same, but in course of evolution the function of the body parts are different. So first one, morphological and anatomical evidences. So first one, about homologous organs. The organs that are structurally similar here itself we can write common ancestors. But functionally different. The functions of those organs is different. There are many examples under this morphological evidences, like hands of man and forelimbs of horse. Hands of man and also flippers of whales. Hearts and different means brains of all vertebrates. So if we see examples under morphological and anatomical evidences, examples are very important here. Hands of man and forelimbs of horse. Another example, hands of man and flippers of whales. Third example, hearts and brains of vertebrates. Next example, thorns of bougainvillea and tendrils of cucurbita and also passiflora. Tendrils of cucurbita. This is given diagrammatically in NCERT also. We will include another example, that is, or tendrils of passiflora. Passiflora flowers are also called as passion flowers. Next, another example is phylloclade of cactus. We also call it as opuntia, and stems of other plants. These evidences help us to understand how the divergent evolution has been arised. These evidences helps us to understand divergent evolution. We can also say divergent evolution has given rise to homologous organs. Next one, analogous organs. These are structurally different but functionally same. So second one, analogous organs. The organs of body are structurally different. This difference is because of different organisms have developed different types of structures in different types of periods in the course of history. But finally, use of all those organs for them particularly, wherever the organism may be. For example, whales are in water, penguins are on the land and water somewhere. Dolphins are also living in water. But both of them will be having different types of structures, but their functions are same. What are those structures? Examples can be flippers of penguins and flippers of dolphins. Are structurally different, but functionally same. Here we can take examples like sweet potato, which is nothing but an adventitious root, and normal potato, which is a modified underground stem. Next, another example can be eyes of cephalopods. Actually, basically these are sensory in nature, but now in course of evolution they have been modified into for vision purpose only. Eyes of cephalopods and eyes of man. Another important example we can see here, in case of man, they have the inverted retinal image. Man has inverted retinal vision, but these have everted retina. Here we can also say inverted retina, and this one everted means straight. Another example we can also take like here phylloclades of Opuntia and leaf of all the plants. How? Phylloclade of Opuntia is nothing but modified stem into leaf-like structure, that is carrying on photosynthesis. Leaves of all plants also does the photosynthesis. Means the origin is different, structures are different, but they are doing same type of function. That is nothing but one of the example for analogous organs. Another example also we can take wings of birds and wings of butterflies or insects. So, wings of birds are made up of bones. Wings of insects are made up of chitinous exoskeleton. So, another example for analogous organs. Wings of birds and wings of insects. While asking the questions, instead of using the term insects, they can just use any of the insect name like butterflies, moths, etc. Still the answer will be same. So here wings are made of bones. Here wings are made of chitinous exoskeleton. Next, one example, this one, phylloclade, eyes of cephalopods, sweet potato. Next, phylloclade of Opuntia or cactus and leaves of all plants. So these are few examples under analogous organs. There are some structures. We can also take a flippers of penguin and flippers of dolphins. Next. This is about homologous organs, analogous organs. Next continuity under morphological and anatomical evidences is about vestigial organs. What are vestigial organs? The organs that are functional in the ancestors but became non-functional in the present generation because of no purpose of them. For suppose, during ancestral time, if they are habituated for means eating greenery like herbivorous type of food habits. So cellulose digesting enzyme secretion and those enzyme secreting organs are necessary for those ancestors. But in course of evolution, the type of food habits have been changed. So organisms need to change their internal structures to avoid the extra functions, to save their metabolic activity and also to save their body structure. So next one is about, after homologous and analogous organs, third type is vestigial organs. Here, what are vestigial organs? The organs that are functional in ancestors and non-functional in the present generation. Examples we can take like appendix, which is attached to the cecum region. Next, nictitating membrane. So here at the eye starting point, we will be having one of the bulged structure, bulged like structure, that is called as nictitating membrane, which is present inside the eye. Another example is wisdom teeth. This is also considered as third molar, which develops after 18 years of age in human beings. Another one is auricular muscles. These muscles are used to move the eye towards the direction of sound. But we human beings have a very flexible neck that we can move in either side. If a sound is coming from right side, we can move our neck to right side. So, in course of evolution, human body felt that there is no need of auricular muscles. So, these also became as vestigial organs in case of human beings. Another one, mammary glands in males. So, mammary glands in males. Mammary glands in females are used for secreting the milk. But in case of male human beings, that is of no use. So, it also became a vestigial organ. Another example is in case of female humans. In female humans, clitoris has become an vestigial organ, which is considered as homologous organ to the glans penis of male humans. In female humans, clitoris is vestigial. It is homologous to the penis of the glans penis, we will write. Of male humans. In this way, it is considered to be 100 to 180 number of vestigial organs in human body. This basic idea was given by Wildesham. In human body, according to Wildesham person, there are 100 to 180 number of vestigial organs. Next. In case of, these are examples of vestigial organs in case of human beings. In other animals also there are some vestigial organs, just like pythons. In case of birds, we can see some of the vestigial organs. In horses, vestigial organs in other animals. One example we can take, in case of flightless birds, wings and wings are of no use. So wings in case of ostrich are considered to be vestigial. In flightless birds, wings are vestigial. Your example we can take as ostrich. Another example is in case of python, femur and pelvic girdle are considered to be vestigial because these both form an articulation with the joints for the movement of the organism. But here in case of python, it is not necessary. So in pythons, the femur and pelvic girdle are vestigial. We also call vestigial term with another synonym, that is rudimentary. Vestigial in python and femur. In python, the femur and pelvic girdle are vestigial in nature. We can also use a term like rudimentary. Next, in horses, the splint bone, which is present at the leg region, it is considered as the vestigial organ. It is nothing but a reduced digit in the leg is vestigial. For suppose if you take this as leg of a horse, here there are some structures. These are called as splint bones. These are considered as third digits. We also call this one as splint bones. So in horses, the splint bones are vestigial. Now we will see about atavism. Atavism is also called as reversion. What is meant by atavism? If suddenly the ancestral characters are seen in the present living organisms, then such condition is called as atavism or reversion. Example we can take as a tail of, in case of human beings. Some people out of 1 lakh, one person or someone will be born with a small tail-like structures. That condition is called as atavism. Even in some cases, the auricular muscles are also functional. So here atavism in present living organisms if the ancestral characters are functional. Such condition is called atavism. So here we can take some of the examples, like if you observe in very rare cases, when you touch like this pinna will be closed. Means there in such people we can consider auricular muscles are little bit functional. Auricular muscles in rare cases in human beings are functional. This is one example. Another example is presence of tail. So, among lakhs of humans, one child will be born with tail. Next, another example is fur or hair all over the body. Is having fur or hair all over the body. Mostly we see in case of animals only such condition. All over the body. Such child is called as lion boy. Example is lion boy. Other proof for evolution is connecting link. What are connecting links? Some organisms are born with characters of two different phylums. For suppose, some types of organisms like hemichordates are connecting links between chordates and non-chordate type of organisms. So we will see some of the examples and the meaning of connecting. The organisms that express characters of any two phylums or any two categories of animal kingdom classification. So here we can see some of the examples like Protopterus. Protopterus is considered as connecting link between bony fishes and amphibians. Connecting link between bony fishes and amphibians. Bony fishes are also termed as osteophthis. Osteophthis. Next, what are the characters of bony fishes having gills and having lateral line organs? Next, having paired fins and also having dermal skin. So these are the characters of bony fishes adapted to the Protopterus. What are the characters of amphibians? Having internal or nervous system, having internal nerves. Next, having lungs and also having three-chambered heart. Next, other example is Ornithorhynchus, which we also call as duck-billed platypus. This is also called as duck-billed platypus. Bill means the front bony structure, platypus. So it is nothing but considered as a connecting link between mammals and reptiles. It is a connecting link between mammals and reptiles. Other example is also there, which is connecting link between mammals and reptiles. That is tachyglossus or and tachyglossus. These both are connecting links between mammals and reptiles. So what are the characters of mammals adopted by these organisms? Having hair, having diaphragm, and having mammary glands. Next, what are the characters of a reptile or characters adopted from reptiles? Reptiles are oviparous. It means egg-laying organisms. Next, their eggs are polylecital. Polylecital means having more yolk in the egg. Having more yolk. Polylecital is also called as megalecital or megalecital. Next, another characteristic feature is having cloaca, which is common opening for digestive waste and also the secretions from the reproductive organs. Next, other example is Spinodon. Spinodon punctatus. This is a big garden lizard-like structure. It is an endemic in the New Zealand. It means that this Spinodon punctatus will be seen only in case of New Zealand. Other example is Spinodon. Spinodon is a connecting link between amphibians and reptiles. We can tell that this is big garden lizard like organs. Next example is about Belanoglossus. Belanoglossus, it belongs to Hemichordata. It is a connecting link between chordates and non-chordates. These belong to deuterostomes. Deuterostomes are the organisms in which anus is formed prior to the mouth during embryonic development. Anus is formed first. During embryonic development. Next, Belanoglossus are aquatic acorn worms. This is another term given for Belanoglossus. Last example is chimera. Chimera is the connecting link between Osteichthyes and Chondrichthyes. Nothing but connecting link between bony fishes and cartilaginous fishes. Is chimera. Connecting link between bony fishes and cartilaginous fishes. So chimera, also called as rabbit fish or ghost shark or ratfish Next are spook fish. So we can also say these are connecting link between osteichthyes and chondrichthyes. This is about the morphological evidences of evolution.